I actually started trading while I was deployed to Iraq. So I was in Iraq for a year and a half, and one of my battle buddies, I'll never forget his name, Corporal Jones. I gotta shout him out because he was a sham shield at the time, and then he got promoted. So if anybody knows military terms, you know the sham shield.
He had his war chicken. We used to call
it
war chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Exactly. But he was a very smart guy, very, very smart. And anytime we'd be coming back off mission and we had any free time, he'd always be going to the MWR. Everybody else is trying to get a hold of their families because, you know, their families want to know how it's going when you're deployed. But he was over there on E-Trade, and he was just sitting there using tax-free deployment money to just make more money. And
that's awesome.
I'd look over, I'd peer over, and I'm like, what is he doing? What charts? That's a chart. And he's like, just join E-Trade. And at the time, it was when those baby E-Trade commercials were out. If everybody remembers those. So it was perfect. And so he showed me how to place trades. I never knew how to do that because like everybody else, I was just putting money into a 401k, but in the military, it's called TSP. So, so I was putting money in my TSP because brand new going to basic training. I was sitting next to a first sergeant on the plane. And she's like, you know what, as a beginning soldier, you need to put money away because we know soldiers, especially privates, they blow their paycheck on going out and then they get into these payday advance things and we won't go into that. But that's a different money management type of thing that we can talk about for hours. But definitely. So that's all I did was put into TSP. And then he just showed me how you can control your own money. And I was like, yep, I want to do that. He's making money. Yep, I want to do that. And so he kind of just showed me the ropes. But it was back in 2008, which is almost like this 2020 scenario we got again, where we've got everybody that, you know, could just put money into anything and it was just going to go up. And so I thought I was a genius. And, you know, Corporal Jones is like a brilliant guy. And so I had to learn the tough way because then once I got out of the military, I was fortunate enough to get an internship at a hedge fund. Did market research for them, did fundamental analysis so I can break down companies. I can look at balance sheets and see whether they're healthy or not. But I never got a chance to trade at the hedge fund. So once I left there after 3 years, then I didn't really know how to trade other than just to buy commons. And so I had to relearn everything. And so I struggled for a bit. I struggled for about 2 years and then finally just started working with a mentor, which was my old boss at the hedge fund. And he said, just focus on price action. Price action precedes everything. Worry about price action, worry about market structure. And ever since then, I've just been profitable. So I've been profitable for about 8 years now. And then when I ran into the strat, just stumbled upon it because I think Adex is in the live room here, but he kind of pulled me in because I joined some Discords and they knew about my background. So they all want me to contribute. And so I contributed to a bunch of Discords, but never really found a home until Adex is like, hey, I remember you trade futures in this Discord. Can you come over? Because we're strat. And I'm like, well, what's the strat? And so I looked into it and found yours was like the first one that I saw that basic one from Benzinga. And I watched those slides and it just clicked. It just clicked because I was trading that way, but I couldn't explain it the way that the strat explains it. And it just simplified everything. So that's how I segued into all this. And with all the misinformation going around with trading and, you know, saying that these indicators are going to be the end all be all, you're just going to make money. It'll give you buy sell signals. And I just look at them and I'm like, well, no, if you focus on just price action, you can get in before these indicators tell you to, and you'll catch a good move. And sometimes those indicators will tell you to buy and it automatically goes against you as soon as you buy, because they're a lagging indicator. So then you get hit, you get into that buy signal and automatically it TTOs you out and you don't hold it. And, you know, we've already been in from before. So that TTO we kind of expect, you know, we take our profit or add to your position. Like you said, when you started, you add to your positions and depend on tight stops. And, you know, I love that about the message. So I want to spread it to as many people as possible. So
fantastic. You said it all. We can stop the show now. I guess we can leave.
All right.